What's going on, everyone? This is Trevor here for RSG, and you know what we're going to do today? We're going to take a look at the purple Panda lavalier mic. That's right, something you could clip all around. You can clip it to your shirt, clip it to your hair, clip it anywhere, but it's the purple Panda lavalier mic that we're going to be taking a look at today. If you want to see what I have to say about it, well, you know what you need to do. You need to stick around. Alright, so we are looking at the purple Panda lavalier mic that is right here. This thing. Okay, so as we take a look at this, I love the pouch that it comes in. Now, right now you're wondering, well, which one am I speaking into? Well, maybe it'll tell you by just hearing it, but anyways, let's take a look at some of the stuff. So here we have the purple Panda carrying pouch, and it is really nice material with the drawstrings to keep everything together, but the material does get dirty, as you see. Then we have the 3-prong for your phone lavalier mic with the clip and the windscreen, and a 5-foot cord so you don't get hung up on anything. Then you have the 10-foot 3-prong extension cord, or 9.6 according to the instructions, so you can go even farther. Then you have the Gopro adapter as well, which I wish I had a GoPro for all my adventures, and I don't, so I couldn't test it. But then we have also the dead cat, and it's obnoxious looking, and it looks like something on a prom suit. Then, last but not least, we have the 3-prong to 2-prong adapter that should let you work on digital recorders and camcorders, but that did not happen for me, so I'll tell you more about that later on. Alright, so now we are taking a look at this after we've seen everything in the package. Let's talk more about my experience with it. I do love the sound of this. Now, there is a thing though. It's only mono sound. Now, why is that? Well, your phone really only, has really one channel. You have the left and right channel for the 2 bands, okay, and then you have the 3 bands for the added mic. So that's only one channel. So there can't be a left and right there. Because this comes with an adapter. It does come with an adapter. This little guy right here that should put it to 2 bands, I would imagine, or even 1, but it's supposed to actually make it go into this guy, but it doesn't work. Actually, there's multiple people who actually say that this does not actually work for a lot of things like digital recorders or the camera that you are seeing me on now. Now, we are going to change around on some of the microphones and show you why it's good to have a lavalier mic, and then we'll get back to this in a second. Now, why is it good to have a lavalier mic? Well, this is what I sound like if we went by the camera's volume. This is what I sound like if I was going by my recorder's volume, which is pretty good, but you notice it's in the shot. Now, if we move this away, it's not going to sound that good. So let me step back. And it's not going to sound as crisp and clear. But then we listen to the lav mic, and it's nice and clear, and it's right there, not capturing tons of ambient sound. Now, I did want to plug this into my recorder. I did, because this recorder is absolutely amazing and can do multiple channels, but it did not work. Even though it said that this adapter should take care of that, and unfortunately did not. Now, there is a GoPro adapter, as there was also, and I can't really test that because I do not own a GoPro. So that you're gonna have to leave up to looking into other people for that one, because I can't really tell you if it's gonna work. But what I can tell you is it didn't work for my camcorder, and it did not work for my Zoom H6 right here, thanks to Kevlar Condom for getting me this awesome thing that I use on a constant. Although it's a little big to sneak into a concert. I'm gonna have to work on that. Now, we get to the point of how am I recording? Well, it does work amazing on a phone. The only thing is you have to sync this up. Now, for some people, maybe that doesn't matter. But for me, I like to just have my cord. I have a really nice long cord that I can drape all the way from this going into my camcorder, and I'm gonna get stereo sound. It's gonna sound great, and on top of that, I won't have to sync anything up. It will already do it, but I can also have a master recording in case something went wrong in there, and I could still sync it up. There's a lot I could do with this recorder, but by not having this piece work limits me out quite a bit. But considering this was at the time only $17.99, and if you find another deal like that for it, I say it's really worth it. Right now it's at the $29.99 space, and if you're just looking for one that's going to connect to your smartphone, okay, and going to sound pretty darn good, because this, I will say, does sound pretty darn good, well, then I guess $30 isn't too bad. Now, this is a passive microphone, and that is actually part of the problem. And that's where I'm a little confused. Maybe I need to read up a little more about the subject of why it won't really work because it's passive in this, when this thing has phantom power. I can power things, I think, with like 48 volts or something like that. So, I'm surprised that a phone can power this, but somehow this monstrosity cannot. I don't know. But this is a passive. There's no battery in it. A lot of the ones you'll see will have a battery in like a chamber, but not this. This is passive, and I actually really love that about it. I hate dealing with the whole battery thing. Now I have another cheap lav mic that I'm going to, you know, restore in a sense by putting a new battery in it, and I got to get a new little windscreen, or maybe I'll just swap this little windscreen out. Now the dead cat, as they call it, windscreen that they give you with this, the purple one, I mean, it looks like something I'd wear as, like, you know, for if I'm going to a prom or something. It's right on the end of my, you know, suit or whatever. It just looks so crazy. I would never really use that thing. I would, you know, find something different. But hey, you know, the whole thing is purple Panda. It is purple. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Nothing wrong with it. It just looks kind of wild. But the little windscreen does a really good job. This microphone does a really good job, and I really can't fault it for the $17.99 I paid, because all the other cheap ones don't sound anywhere near as good as this one sounds. This sounds absolutely amazing. I'm just very upset at what it will not connect with, even though it says it will. So just keep that in mind. Now, where I do have to give it props is this has a lifetime guarantee. If you are unsatisfied with it, or something happens to it, I don't know about physical damage. You'd have to look into that for them. That might be more on like a company kind of side. They don't say that per se, but you know, if you're unsatisfied with it or you're having an issue with it, you got a lifetime guarantee. Now remember, lifetime guarantee also means the lifetime of the company. That doesn't mean if you live till, you know, 102 and the company might be gone by then. So anyways, just keep that in mind. Overall, I think the microphone works really good for what it is and what I paid, and I think I really don't need to look any further as far as doing car vlogs and stuff like that now. I am going to see the difference once I get my other one up and going with a new battery and everything, and we're going to take a look at the differences between them two. But for right now, I think I'm satisfied with this. If I had to give it, you know, out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 3, because it didn't work with a lot of products, but at the same time, it did sound great with the product that I wanted it to work with most, and that was the good old trusty phone right here. I wanted to work most with this right here, because as I'm doing right now, I can walk all around. It's not tethered to me at all, doesn't take a lot of battery power, and I can record with the phone, and it sounds pretty darn good. Although, this would sound a lot better because this thing is so high quality. Hi, helicopter. Hello. Yeah, we're still real people. You know, we have ambient noise. That sounds like weird. Anyways, I got sweat dripping into my eye. I think that sums it all up. I hope you all like this video. And look, I got sweat going in my eyes. It's a really hot day out. So just know I'm here for you. I'm doing this out on this sweaty day for you, because I want you all to know about this microphone. And I need to get also a video out too. And this was a great video to tell you all, because I want you all to be able to buy the right products. So remember, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you dislike, tell me why in the comments. But for all those who like watching my videos, I'll see you next time.